lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. As promised, I will be sharing my skincare routine featuring SheaMoisture's Dragon's Blood and Coffee Cherry line. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I was chosen as one of SheaMoisture's 2017 Shea Ambassadors, and I received my first box filled with goodies that I've been testing for about 4 weeks now. So I'm ready to really put together this review and this routine. So let me put my hair up, you sit back and watch how I use these great skincare products. So I'm going to start with the Instant Rebound Foaming Facial Wash. But before I really get into details of how I use these products, let me let you know a little bit about the Dragon's Blood and Coffee Cherry line. So this is a line to pamper stressed skin, and what this really means is that it's going to pamper skin that is dull and dehydrated. So you're going to see how I take my skin, which looks pretty tired because I woke up not too long ago, into just, normal, very soft, very hydrated skin. A little bit about Dragon's Blood, because it's not Dragon's Blood. It's actually a red sap or like a red resin that is used in many parts of the world it's used as a topical aid to heal cuts, burns, sores, you name it, a whole bunch of stuff, and it's been used by many years. And then the coffee cherry is actually berries of the coffee plant, which is used as an anti-agent or for its anti-aging properties. All right, so back to this facial wash. It's foamy, it's very silky, and my favorite part is that it's not drying whatsoever. So guess what? It's sulfate free. I love the smell. I mean, the smell of this whole line is intoxicating, but it's just amazing to wake up in the morning and actually smell, something so powerful that actually lingers for a good part of the morning. Okay, so what I do is I take a couple pumps, and the directions say to take 2 pumps, but this really depends on the person. It depends if you have makeup. It depends, if you had a really long day or what time of the day you're actually using the facial wash. So I put a couple of pumps in my face and then a little bit in my skincare brush, and then I go in for about 2 minutes. I brush, make sure I spend at least 20 seconds in each section of my face, my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, my T-zone area, and as you can see, my face is looking already nice and clean. So I wash my face with warm water, and then as always, I dry it very gently. The next part of this skincare routine is the Instant Rebound Mask. I love this mask. This mask is great if your skin is dehydrated. As you can see, it's very creamy, and this is like unlike many other masks that you put on. They're thick, they're cold, they're heavy. This mask, when I put it on, and I keep it on for a certain amount of time, it feels like my skin is absorbing like all the goodness, and it honestly leaves my skin very hydrated and very smooth. So what I do is I take my handy little brush. Now that I found that I can use a brush to put these masks on, I forget about using my fingers. I apply a thin amount, not too thin, but not too heavy on my skin. I make sure to avoid exactly right under my eye area because it's very sensitive. And then, I just make sure I go back and I apply, and I make sure I cover every single part of my face, especially those dry parts by my cheeks. I let the mask do its magic for about 10 minutes. And this is what it looks like when it dries. Just like I told you before, it looks like your skin absorbed every single bit of it. The directions say, to go ahead and grab a rag, wet it, and just, cleanse your face with it. You can do that. Or you can just wash your the mask off. It's up to you. It's really preference. But that's how my skin looks like after the mask. All right, so real quick, I'm just gonna do my regular routine. I apply a toner, and it's really much to kind of like remove any remaining dirt. And then this is great to shrink the pores, which the pores are on my nose and around, my cheeks, closer to my nose. It's just, they're huge, and I always use a toner. It's great to use a toner. Currently I'm using a clarifying spot solution, just because, it's that time of the month, and I've been just getting little random pimples. So I want to make sure that they don't leave, a mark on my face. I struggled with acne when I was younger, and I don't want to do that anymore. So my next step would be to apply a serum, but this time around I applied a face oil instead, just because I wanted to lock in that moisture from the mask. But a serum is great. It's just an extra step that you can take to really apply products that will penetrate your pores. Okay, so I'm going to apply the Instant Rebound Moisturizer. And again, this moisturizer is great to hydrate your skin. It's definitely not oily, even though it actually has some shea butter. So it's great if you have dry skin, you know, because it is gonna hydrate. But then it's also good if you have oily skin. I forgot to mention, but I have combination skin, and what that means is that I have oily skin in some areas and dry skin in some areas. And my oily skin is my nose and, you know, my cheeks, or that area that's closer to my nose. And this moisturizer works great. I typically apply it though if I'm staying at home, just because it doesn't have it's a moisturizer without SPF, and I live by an SPF. I put SPF every day that I'm stepping out. The next step would be to apply an eye cream. This time around I'm using an eye oil. I've been using it for about a month now, and I kind of love the results. You may use an eye cream, or you can use an eye oil. Just make sure that you apply your eye cream or oil under your eyes and around the inner and outer parts of your eye. So yeah, this is pretty much my morning skincare routine. Just want to let you know that I only use the mask once a week. And yes, these are my results using the Dragon's Blood and Coffee Cherry line. I did wanted to mention that the products that I reviewed today are only sold at Ulta. One last thing that I did wanted to add is that these products have blackcurrant and borage oils, which have omega-6, which is an essential fatty acid that is great to nourish the skin. So I hope you liked this video. I hope that you would subscribe if you haven't done so, you comment if you have any questions, you share, you like. Thank you for watching, and remember, everybody gets love.